Hello and welcome back to At Home with Mindy. We've been shopping. We ended up having to go to 3 different shops. I'm sorry, my voice is really croaky still. That's because I actually had COVID 2 weeks ago. I finally caught it, and my voice is still not back yet. So sorry about that. We went to Marks and Spencer's first because I knew I made this brilliant shopping list up, and I added everything up using all the different websites, checking the prices, and I wanted to get 3 mints and up to £8 of chicken in money. But the chicken, these are good value, but I really wanted something like a whole chicken. But all my plans went out the window. So I'm going to show you the Marks and Spencer's bit first, because I need more room to get out the Aldi bits. So I've got my glasses as well so I can show. We spent £11.41. We've got a cauliflower, not as big as last time, but it's still lovely looking and heavy. And none of this green stuff will get wasted because Katie has guinea pigs and so does Amelia, and I think they can have the green bits. So they'll be put in the fridge until people can collect them. I've still got the last one. It's still, the green bits are lovely from last time, so they will last. The lettuce is small, but they're small everywhere, I believe. That was down to 44p. It'll be big enough anyway. The Swede was 70p, and I knew it would be a bit cheaper in Aldi, but it's getting to be hit and miss with veg there, so I thought I'd pay the extra 8p. A kilo of carrots was 50p, and salad, by the way, was not on my shopping list. Philip and Barry were with me, and we chose a cucumber. That was 75, and the just roll pastry, it's short crust, but that'll be fine, was down to 87p. I might have to freeze that, but it should still be fine for tomorrow. 600 grams of chicken legs. There's only actually 2 legs there, but I was trying to work out if on the thigh whether the spine was still connected, but it was too awkward to see. But it's 150, so I'll just cook them and strip the meat between the 3 meat eaters. And I got a jar of coffee that's £1.30, and the mince said £2 on the shelf, and I did go and ask someone if they had more, and they said, oh, we haven't had a delivery. Otherwise they're quite good. They will go into the back room and look for more. But where's, yeah, just there, it's gone up to 2.20, and this has made me mad now because I keep saying I want to find a better sausage. I paid £2 thinking 60% pork was good. I find out later that I could have got better, but we'll give them a try anyway. So that was the Marks and Spencer's bit at £11 and 41p. This is why I say the bingo hall up in our town, I could never work there. People would be shouting at me getting the numbers the wrong way around. Yeah, £11.41. I have gone over budget this week in case I didn't say, but I'll put this away so I can spread the other bit out. Right, that's all laid out now. I know it looks awkward because the crisps are in the way, and I've got a lot here, but like I said, my meal plan is out the window because I had to end up swapping things, so now I've got to try and think what I can make instead. I'll show the crisps so I can get those out of the way. We've got the 10 pack of Curls for $1.29, and we've got the 30 pack. I know it's upside down. That was £3.69. I did ask Connor and Yuki which ones they'd like, and Yuki said she'd like potato chips rather than puffs. But Connor likes his puffy crisps. We've picked up 2 of the lactose-free semi-skimmed. It's $1.19. I would have been better off getting it in, I think it's Sainsburys. It's $1.35 in Sainsburys. But once you've opened it, you need to use it in 3 days. The Sainsburys one says 5 days. So it would probably be better to have got that, so that you know, 1 carton might last a whole week. Rocky. Whereas this one, when it gets to the 3 days, I don't know if he'll be happy to use it after that. Got Yuki 1 soya milk. She doesn't have hot drinks, so therefore she doesn't actually use as much. But soya milk's 5 days on it. Got the loo rolls for, oh, and if you want it with sugar, you have to pay, I think it's 79p now, whereas this is still 50p. She doesn't like the sweetened one. Yeah, it's not just trying to save money. The loo rolls were $1.99. We are completely out of squash, but it's been like 9 days since we've been shopping. What have we picked up? Orange and pineapple and strawberry and apple. They've both come up at £1.09. We've got a added sugar cranberry. That has still come up at 85. The root beer is for Connor. They only bring it out every so often, but it's 40p. So I've got him that. Yuki didn't like it last time we got it for, I think it was about a year ago. The wonky onions, they only had red wonky onions in, and there was no price on the shelf. I just knew they would be cheaper. I'll show you the receipt in a minute so you can double check with me. And I've got my glasses on my nose and I'm still struggling to see it. On the website it did say there'd be 65. We've got bean sprouts because I want to try and do more variety of cooking. Everything seems to be tomato based, but the bean sprouts were 95p and that was the best date on them. We've got a big tray of mushrooms. They only had the one left, but I don't normally buy these huge type of mushrooms, so I'll use those 2 first because I think they go bad quicker, the big ones. And we've also, they're $1.55. Also got wonky parsnips because they're tasty sometimes. The tomatoes we should have left because it turns out that I don't know if I would be able to take it back. We've picked up one that's got a rotten one in. Of course all the juice would have gone over all of them. That one feels a bit soft there as well. But it's still got days on it because it's the 23rd today. Yeah, I don't know how nobody noticed that. But they were 85. The potatoes, we were going to get the £1.15 ones, which only yesterday said 95p on their website. But these ones are bigger. The other ones were all little ones. So I'm going to put jacket potatoes onto the menu with cheese, and we've got tuna in the cupboard. Chips have gone up to $1.85 since last 9 days ago. I'm sure I bought them a week ago. And considering they keep saying things like milk has gone up, these are 88p. So these have only gone up like 8p in the last 6 months. So I'm still questioning whether these some of these price increases even need to happen. The sugar is now 99p, and we remembered tea bags this week. We are down to literally, I think it's 4 or 5 in the tub, so we definitely needed those. They're $1.39 for Red Label. We've got some wraps because I had thought of the chicken that you do with onion and peppers, fajitas or something, but I don't think I've got the chicken for it, unless well, I'd have to cook it first, then stir it all in. I'll have to think about that. They're 89p. We've just picked up a 75ml toothpaste. That's for the upstairs bathroom. That was 98. Normally I would buy loin steaks, but these worked out £3.49 a kilo. I've paid £2.57 for mine, but they've got the bone in. But sometimes people say cooking with the bone adds a bit more flavour. So that is going to be, instead of one of the mince, I was going to do mince and tatties, but I will just do pork chop with potatoes on the side. A loaf of bread, that was 79. I did get them their treats. They do like these. The jam and creams are 42p. So there's a packet for Barry, Connor and Yuki. Rocky doesn't need food yet, but we've got him some treats. They're 75p for 20 strips. And he got dentist sticks. He got one when we got home. They're 75p as well. It says minty, but they don't smell very minty. And to try and find a cheaper, because crisps are getting expensive, just say you were to buy like the hula hoops at £2.25 for 6, that works out as nearly 40p a packet. These are only 42, so it's getting cheaper to eat a whole packet of biscuits than a little packet of crisps. So that's how my brain works anyway. So I thought I'd see if anybody wanted to try the rice and corn cakes. Got caramel flavour. These were 89. Yeah, hopefully they'll like them. If not, somebody in the house will eat them, or one of the grandkids or something. I normally get noodles in Tesco's. A subscriber has said that the Aldi ones are nice, and it's got vegetarian on, but Tesco's don't do barbecue beef cheap. If you want barbecue beef, I think you have to pay 40p, but these were 32, and I had 3 on the list because I rounded 3 up to nearly £1. Got a couple more of the chicken paste at 40p. Though we noticed that their own brand has started coming back in, so they might stop doing the Princes at that price. We've got the ketchup. Would have been 4p cheaper if we'd brought the one with sugar in, but we've accidentally picked up reduced sugar and salt, so it'd be interesting to see if we notice a difference. The chocolate croissants are £1.15. Haven't brought them for ages, but I thought, yeah, pack lunches for Barry. Oh, sorry, I keep knocking these sometimes, don't I? And they haven't had actual sweets. Sorry, I just had a coughing fit there, but my phone had gone off anyway. I don't know if you would have seen it. I said they're 42p. I've only got them a packet each. One thing I did forget, there was 2 bottles of Professor Pop, or Preppy. They're 55p. They took those as soon as we got in. Because like I said, there was no squash or anything in the house, so they just grabbed them and ran. The Oaties, I think, were 47. I don't know about these. Last time they were 59, but I didn't pick them up. The cheese was £4.80. Oh, and 2 packets of Dreamies, because snacks are starting to go up. The Jive bars are now 79, Titans are still 62, but they didn't have any in. But I'm sure the Jive bars were only 75 last week, so they've gone up 4p. But this is something that is yummy anyway. They're going to have to share these because I only got one box. £1.5. And because I want to do more Asian cooking, even though it won't be authentic because I don't have half the ingredients, I thought I'd get the corn flour because that's what they seem to use to coat tofu and all that sort of stuff, and the meat. That was $1.49 for 500 grams. We've got a bag of pasta, 41p. Yorkshire puddings. I'm sure I saw 50p on the shelf. And we also haven't had these for a long time. They're £1.9. They're individually wrapped, so again, they keep fresh for longer when they're individually wrapped. The tomato passata is 45p each. 2 of my recipes needed tomato, so I've got that part right. And with the long grain rice, I normally do the bit where you buy the loose one, wash it and drain it with a sieve. It makes so much, or I make so much mess. And then I'll see a loose bit of rice on the worktop and I'll freak out. So I thought if I do boil in the bag, I don't seem to mess up when I used to do it. But I went over to the other type because it worked out cheaper. But because of my fear, it works out better to just pay 65p for 500 grams. And then I won't drop rice all over the place. Then I've got powdered ginger, but I haven't got fresh ginger, and I thought this would just be easier for recipes because you just squeeze out the amount you need. That was 69, and I've never brought light soy sauce because I've always thought it's just a colour. I've always brought dark, but apparently light soy sauce is for flavour, the dark one's for colour. So I learned something. And we've got my favourite, the mango one. It was under 60p. And washing up liquid is now 60p. It was 55. Right, we've got 3 pizzas, 2 pepperoni and a cheese one, just for the days that I can't think of what to cook or they got to cook it themselves. And I picked up some cocktail sausages because these would be easier to share if the grandkids come over. I can't remember if I looked at the pork content. 56%, so just over half of it's guaranteed to be pork. More chicken dippers because I used the chicken nuggets last week, and she's still got 2 I think, but because we were buying ours we thought we'd get hers at the same time. Yuki didn't even need any vegan or vegetarian stuff because we got so much when we brought the Tesco's bit, but it can't be helped. You just pick things up, don't you, when you're shopping. These ones were $1.19 and the meat ones are $1.15. I picked up 2 because they're good for lunches as well if you remember to cook them the night before. And then just some meatballs because most of what I'd got here before was chicken, I think fake chicken based. So this is more like beef. So that's all the Aldi bit. This bit blew my budget already because it came to £65 and 64p. I mean, I have been good for quite a long time trying to keep it under 60. But yeah, I'm sure I said all the prices. But all I've taken off the worktop at the moment is the crisps. So that's what we've got for the £65 in Aldi, which is a lot, but it isn't what I'd actually originally gone in for. They had no white cabbage, so we did go to Sainsburys for that. And there was just like things were missing, so it got me annoyed. Right, I'm going to move up some of this stuff and get the Sainsburys bit. There really isn't much from Sainsburys, but what I got was good. Right, the Sainsburys bit came to £10.30. Yeah, £10.30. We wanted the white cabbage. Theirs was 65p. It is nice and big. Because I had it in my head that I would make coleslaw, which is why I got annoyed that I couldn't find white cabbage. Because we've got some squeezy bottles of mayonnaise that are getting close to the date. Still can't really find peppers. They have the 3-pack for £1.79 everywhere, but I don't want to pay that much. So we've got sliced instead, 500 grams for £1.30. And cooking bacon, the best place to get it is Sainsburys, because most of the time it is streaky or it's back bacon. You can kind of see there that that is about 5 slices all just together still. So we picked up 2, it's 85p, but because I got that pastry in Marks and Spencer's, I might better make something with bacon and that. See, again, all those strips of bacon, that's basically just back bacon but not so tidy looking. So it's a kilo of bacon for £1.70, and we also picked up a celery at 57p. I hadn't even thought about getting celery, and then when I saw it, it's like, oh yeah. But even though I'm going to make coleslaw, Barry decided he'd like to buy some as well. That's 600 grams for 99p, which is good because normally the value ones are only 300 grams for around 50p. So it's about the same. And we thought we'd go to like where the spices are. So I'm going to cough. And we saw the ultimate burger mix. We brought it at 40p before. It was on the shelf at 10p. Boxes and boxes of it. I've picked up 10 to round it up to £1, because where Philip was with us, he said surely you can just use it to like make shepherd's pie taste better, or put it in tacos or something, give it a bit of extra flavour. They should have had Chinese chicken at 10p as well, but that one was all sold out. So then we started looking at the shelves just for prices. Got some sponges at the same time, 35p. And we found they've been reducing vegan and that sort of stuff a while, which is scary because it makes you think, does that mean they're not going to sell it anymore? Because it's in date till the end of the year, and instead of almost £3 down to 75p, but to me 8 doesn't sound like a lot. I think it's 4 for each person. Serves 2 to 3, but I was looking at the weight. 250 grams is quite good, because corn nuggets come in like 300 grams for £2.30. So we've got 2 of the 75p ones, and then Barry spotted in one of the higher freezers that they had not corn, these are made with soya protein, and soya protein is the same as the fake meat you get in a pot noodle if you think you don't like soya. These were down to 56 I don't remember what the original price was. I didn't look that well. But again, 320 grams, so a nice weight. We've picked up 4 because 56p, you sort of think 50p times 4 would be £2. It's actually like 2.24, but that will last for ages. And we left plenty of those as well, because I already knew I was over budget, so I didn't want to be too greedy. But I was greedy with these because it's just spices. Just because it says burger, you could put it with anything. So yeah, that's the little Sainsbury's bit. And like I said, so you can see it all says 10p. But it still came to £10.30. But again, there's some veg in here, so it's not all bad. I'm gonna, I think altogether, it's about 85 or 87 pound. I'll put it in the description, the actual total, because normally I'd add it all up, but I just want to get it all put away, because normally I sort of like record the next day, don't I? But I'm recording it on Thursday, and what is the date? Yeah, the 23rd I'm recording it. So I will put all this a lot away, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.